Back in 2020, during the pandemic lockdown, I remember the hype of Valorant bursting onto the scene, promising to be the love child of Counter-Strike and Overwatch. During the beta, I remember having multiple streams open, waiting to get the beta key drop while I worked away and excelled at my corporate job. With its unique blend of tactical shooting and hero-based abilities, Valorant quickly became the talk of the gaming world. But after that initial burst of interest, Valorant has stagnated in terms of viewership, interest, and overall reputation. In April 2020, Riot Games, the creators of League of Legends, launched the beta of Valorant, showcasing a new tactical gameplay shooter where streamers, pros, and even casual gamers alike were drooling over it. Twitch drops were a genius marketing move. You had to watch streams to get access, which meant millions of viewers tuning in and hype levels going through the roof. Now let me draw this house right here. And boom, through the roof. But honestly, it really comes down to this. People were inside and wanted something new to do. And of course, with Riot's track record of creating one of the most popular MOBA games ever, people were excited. Let's talk about the gameplay. The precise gunplay, while it was mean donned, it was partially true. Valorant really wasn't about shooting your enemies. It was about outsmarting them, except maybe the right-click Bucky. Yes, of course you have to shoot them and get headshots with the Vandal, but you had your agents, each with unique abilities that could turn the tide of a battle. It felt a bit like chess at times, but with guns and explosions. Remember when Sage would Avengers the entire team with the wall, or Grim showcasing an insane angle? Fights, he showcased the double satcheling movement with Raze. And even the introduction of the concept of teleporters was pretty unique at the time. I still remember people were creaming about throwing Raze nades through them.
Jet pokes around the corner, and oh, Shroud is going to make him pay with that shot over by B Fountain. Still though,
that nade. That's the nade he threw.
So it did go through the teleporter. Yep. Yo, I didn't even know that.
Yep, it ejects it out. The teleporter will give things like that a bit of a boost as well. So if you can get it open, oh god!
Dude, they don't even know. They don't know. He got a triple. He got a triple. No they don't even know. They're genuinely perplexed. How are we dying?
The gameplay was solid. The graphics were decent, but allowed for improvement, and it felt like a nice balance between strategy, skill, but also it gave that excitement with sweaty hands and clutch situations. While many things were busted, like the old Judge and Bucky, right-clicking Jet, and so on, Riot was trying what they could to balance the game to make it more fair. But that takes a lot of the fun away. With each major patch, Riot tried to spice up the game with new agents, new maps, but most of the time, there wasn't really much value in terms of fun actually added, and a lot of the changes weren't exactly what players wanted. Nerfs and buffs would swing the meta wildly, just like ISO, which got nerfed almost immediately.
Heaven back right. One TP, one TP, one TP.
Contract complete.
40 you.
Destabilizing.
CT out.
Nice, there's a goat ISO!
One long.
Oh
my lord.
And knowing Riot, they did a fantastic job in making Valorant a sport instead of just a game. Riot pushed hard into the competitive scene, setting up tournaments and leagues. Pro players from other games were jumping over to play Valorant, money was flowing, you got some insane highlight clips, although not at the magnitude of some of the best CS clips.
Here he comes once again. The first base is Adren. He's going to hit the ground there as Cold. Oh, what? It's jumping double for Cold! What is going on right now?
And the prize pools were getting hefty. It was like watching the birth of a new era in competitive gaming. As someone who has many hours from Counter-Strike, spent days hunched over like a shrimp grinding to hit top 500 in Overwatch, and started playing StarCraft when I was 5, I've always been competitive. I personally could not play more casual-like games since I always wanted to win, and honestly that was a big problem that I had growing up. Valorant hit that itch. While either in solo queue or in 5 stacking, Valorant felt great when winning, but also infuriating when losing, which made me insta-queue immediately. This was honestly fun, for a certain period of time. And I've been working for the past year and a half as a full-time product manager, and honestly, as I've grown older, I understand the need for casual gameplay. To sit down and relax after a long day, and just take my mind away from the real world, or catch up with friends on Discord. For casual players, Valorant is a mixed bag. It can be fun, but it's also incredibly challenging. If you aren't dedicating hours to improve, you might find yourself getting stomped by more skilled players. And as everyone has stated before, all the game modes are just to help improve in ranked. The learning curve is steep, but not everyone is ready to climb it. Which leads me to the core part of the game. Ranked sucks. You have the people yelling at you for not clutching a 1v5, or some EDators being cringe, or people playing Sova and Split. Valorant Ranked mode was meant to be the proving ground for the best of the best, in essence. You play your placements and start working your way up to become Radiant, facing tougher and tougher opponents along the way, but only to be met with the same gun buddy every act. And while grinding away, for those who wanted to win, people were taking Ranked very seriously. The pressure to not bottom frag was immense, every match felt like a high-stakes game, and the toxicity would be off the charts to the point that someone starts throwing, or they were already throwing it from the beginning. The grind of getting that gun buddy was more of a chore rather than a challenge. And as the game matured, so did the community dynamics. In the early days, the community was buzzing with excitement. Players were discovering new strategies, lineups, tips, memes, and the overall vibe was positive. After the initial excitement faded, it evolved into here's a new skin, with one of the most predatory microtransactions known as Radiant Night, e-dating, or just grinding. Content creation ended up being skin reviews, ranked highlights, or videos like the one that I'm making right now. And honestly, personally for me, it was frustrating to be complacent with the content of let me hold an angle with a shotgun to get a 2k, or let me play as ready and cringe as possible so I can get someone to type in alt chat, which Riot's not pretty much allowing anymore, and eventually just filling up the rest of the video to hit that 8-minute mark so I can monetize it even more. And while I don't want to beat a dead horse, this is the struggle that many content creators have had with Valorant. Even with CS, while it was a competitive game at its nature, you have different game modes like hide and seek or surfing, and there were also creator maps. And even games like Apex Legends, Warzone, and Fortnite were able to make a comeback as the gameplay is more dynamic than just a simple 5-on-5 waiting for the clock to run down. However, at its core, I would say that Valorant has a bit of an identity crisis. Is it a tactical shooter, a hero shooter, or something in between? Is it meant for casuals, or do you need to be hardcore? And Valorant is trying to service both worlds of that, but it really can't satisfy either in the current state. Now don't get me wrong, the numbers so far in 2024, Valorant is doing a better job than the previous year, which is nice to see. And I recently played a game in a 5-stack against 2 Radiants where we thought the enemy were cheating. Their enemy clove was destroying us completely, but we were able to turn the game around and that win felt really gratifying.
Okay!
One enemy remaining.
Okay!
Oh, I missed.
I'm Koom down. I can kill in a sec.
I think I was...
Yes, I'm Koom down. I got Koom down.
One enemy remaining.
Yo.
Last
He's low, he's low.
Not enough damage.
One enemy
Okay.
remaining.
She's low, I think. Right?
Yeah, she's low.
Okay. Be above or rapid. Okay!
Towards me.
I have volleys in the bomb, Austin.
Oh, crouch, right there, next to you. Nice, good.
Is cross yellow or not?
They can get across, they could cross yellow.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. Games are so soft now.
It's you and me.
Dude.
Look,
B.
B.
Spot the mollies, spot the mollies. B.
Towards B.
Oh, one man. Go across the 2, brother.
Spike down
Spike
where?
down B.
Oh, he's already up. Mid.
Recalling my bot.
I'm gonna take a wall.
Turn
Girl, I'm
out.
lagging.
It's in the wall bang you.
Turret destroyed.
Boiler or what?
He's just like- Oh!
Imagine if I died right now. So funny.
Ah!
Hey, Max is the
actually,
best.
and while I can still enjoy Valorant and hope that it can succeed, nostalgia always gets the better of us, and I see the game that I once loved becoming just mid.